Toss an acorn to your squirrel, oh, the deep dark forest, oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, a furry friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, oh, the deep dark forest, oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, furry friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, oh, the deep dark forest, oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, fairy friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, oh, the deep dark forest, oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, fairy friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, oh, the deep dark forest, oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, fairy friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, oh, the deep dark forest, oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, fairy friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel. 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 Toss an acorn to your Humbling a chipmunk, wandering along, was struck down by a fierce south wind, scarlet be song, where from deep the onflow, a little woodland creature hidden among trees, his sparkling eyes a glitter. After the chipmunk, their evil long pursued, scary did he, stumbling among the tree, the owl dove river down. Out jumped Squirrel, screeching his battle cry, fierce woodland beast. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, oh, the deep dark forest, oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, oh, the deep dark forest. At the edge of the world, in those untamed wilds, danger manifest, of dark and fear. Squirrel, protect me, danger I can't see, high up upon the trees from where you lived. You fought off the owl, a bird that was vile, a furry friend of the forest, so let him go be, that is my story. The squirrel set me free, defeated that foul owl, give him clean water. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, oh, the deep dark forest, oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, a furry friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, oh, the deep dark forest, oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, furry friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, oh, the deep dark forest.
Morning. Moon, congratulations again on first. Mr. Vader Tech, congratulations on second. I bought water, I didn't actually make my coffee. If that's any indication of who I am as a person, you know, it's probably all you need to know. I did not even plug in the controller this morning. But how we doing? How we be? Everyone happy, healthy, and unwise? We can. If I was me, which I will always pretend to be, no. 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 I know what I need to do. Give me like 2 seconds, guys. I am disorganized. I haven't even looked at OBS since the charity stream. I had things to fix yesterday, but they were not. The overlay was not it, you know? But it occurs to me that I just placed all the charity goals into the overlay. I didn't actually place a new file into the overlay. There we go. And then I've got to take our last 2 little cuties. Add image. I did not remove the background from that one. Old one. This is a professional stream where I don't forget to do things. I promise. If I was H-I-J. If I was me and knew the alphabet, which I absolutely do, like no shot that I had to like recite the alphabet to myself there. Save. Yeah, we're done with that. I can go here. There we go. What a professional stream with all your guys' animals from the charities. 203 ain't bad. How's James this morning? I'm surviving. My first day back at work this week was special. We existed. Handy. Perfect, you're here. Handy, you did donate. I don't believe that you got to see your animal. But he's there. I gotta find Tom, Buttercar, and Asterion and find out what they want for their reward still. But, you know, I'm glad you're here to see that I did in fact draw your time. Why is my chat? because I used the wrong template. This is a very technically proficient stream where I'm not breaking everything first thing in the morning, guys. Hold one. I broke the overlay now, I see that. This is easily fixable, thankfully. I know exactly how it's supposed to go. Why I didn't save a copy of it without the charity thing on it, kind of beyond me, but I'm a clever little squirrel, and I've never broken my own overlay. Never once in my life would you believe that I've done something super, super bizarre and mess this all up. Not a once. I see the gun emote already. A little early, but apparently we're choosing violence up there. I should have just done should have done a short co-working stream to fix all this stuff yesterday. There we go. And we back. I mean, honestly, we're what, 10 minutes into the stream and we fixed everything, so I don't even feel bad about that. This is typical scuff for me whenever I do something unusual in the week. Taking a break where I would usually take a nap. I mean, a break is a break. Not rest, I'd still rather nap. The stream if something doesn't break though. Oh, I promise wish James to look into it though, so trying it out. Work. Pew. Alright, I'm gonna go make that coffee. The water is boiled. Pandy, you're in charge for like 30 seconds until I get back. I return with a coffee cup. These are my bills because it's tax season. Look at me. These are all things I gotta submit for my taxes. I'm not gonna lose them. As I probably just throw them on a shelf and never look at them again. But you know, we pretend I know what I'm doing. We pretend I'm a responsible little squirrel. Oh, God. It doesn't accept the controller if I launch the game without the controller plugged in. We reached 510. Because I do not... Well, since it's dynamic goals for the different reward tiers, I update it as we go through. We did raise 510 plus my donation at the end. And the reason I do my own donation at the end is unless, you know, there's some kind of deal where I'm going to contribute to the community goals, my donation doesn't count. So I just try to do it separately so I don't have to do extra math because I'm lazy. So, goals that we did meet. Squirrel costume. I made butter twice. I will be reading a public domain book, a chapter at a time at the start of stream. And then making an audiobook and putting that on YouTube. I will be playing Alien Isolation with the heart rate monitor on. Which will play a recording of my heartbeat synced to my heartbeat from the heart rate monitor. I'll playing a full playthrough of Fallout 4 with crowd control, and any money from crowd control from those streams will go to World Central Kitchen in June when we do our next charity stream. So we got two stream things coming up. One of them is a full playthrough of Fallout 4. I will likely try and speedrun it as much as possible. I played Fallout 4 literally once, so it won't be great. And I'm gonna read a book. And there's the thing, Handy, like, it's nice as subs and bits and whatever are. I don't, I don't need a ton of money, right? Like, I have I wouldn't say great job, but I can pay my bills, right? I'm looking to pay off my mortgage soon. So I'd rather support worthy charities and stuff than run a subathon. Unless we're trying to raise money to buy something for stream, like, if I suddenly decide I need a stream deck and a new capture card or a new computer or something, if I need a large investment for the stream, then yes, that would be the point where I would run something like a subathon or something. But for the most part, if we need something for the stream, it's let's wait a few months, decide if we actually need it kind of deal. And then, the finances are what the finances are, but I've all been setting money aside for whatever project. New font Pro 3 that adds a bunch of detail the word so. That could be interesting. That could be interesting, Vader Dad. And once again, for all that we have Ghost Chat over on this side. Imagine I had actually ground the Tonberries to get Tonberry King off stream like I said I was going to. Yes, we have concluded that everything is a ladder in this game, and that Tonberry King is just going to be 3 Tonberries in a trench coat. I need to draw Tonberry King. That's also another thing I can do. Task. Draw Tonberry King. Task. Fix. Overlay. Template. Files. See, I do have an overlay template for when I do have to add things like the charity goals or this, that, and the other thing for individual streams. But my template is just the wrong one because we used to have a solid bar across the bottom of the screen for this, that, and the other thing. And I forgot that I had changed it and never updated my template. But how's your weekend starting out, Pandy? I work a Friday to Tuesday work week, so yesterday was my first day back, and they had all sorts of interesting things for me to be running around and doing yesterday. None of it was bad. It's always just a confusing thing because our manager works out of office. We're only. Our zone is spread over, I would say, if I had to say, about 6 kilometers or 6 miles of driving. So a lot of our communication is via email, and I'm often confused. Lots of times, you find out it was something, and you're like, this should have been done like 2 weeks ago. Oops. But, it's a hurry up and wait the job some days, but it's just office paperwork. The things that we had to get caught up on, so it's very minor at the end of my day. It's just like getting a text. Did you read your email? I was like, I read my email 2 hours ago. Is there a new one? Oh, you work a 4-day week? That's good. Do you work like a contract work week where you work 4/10s or something? Because I would love to get back to that kind of thing if I'm being honest about it. I mean, that being said, work at a genetics lab, but it is 4/10s. There you go. I used to do hospital security, so we used to do 4/12s. But it's hospital security. OT is basically always approved if you're going to be short a person. So I ended up working like 16s and 20s and like 6 days a week. It was messy. But, tons of money if you want to do it, right? I requested a schedule change because I was working 5 8s, 10 to 6:30. It was awful. 6 to 4:30. Okay, 6 to 4:30. So I guess my question there, Pandy, is you did sign a contract where that's your standard work week, so that's not overtime, right? Because, and I can't speak as to work labor law where you are, but if I exceed eight paid working hours, I'm entitled to time and a half for overtime. So I would need to sign away my rights to OT for those first 10 hours if I was to agree to such a thing where I am. Unless I was, you know, well, I guess I would be a contract worker at that point, but you know, a salaried position is a little less critical of those rules because I signed on for specific working conditions, not general working conditions. I believe that the exact term would be wage averaging, wherein overtime doesn't kick in until I exceed my 40 hours a week. I could get you exact terminology if anyone actually cared about labor laws where I live, but let's only assume that no one does. Oh my god. I don't work out. I don't remember who specified hours per day. Yeah, so what you probably signed on for that. If you requested a 4-day week, 10 hours is a wage averaging agreement, or at least that's what we would do. We're out in Canada. But you know, everywhere is different, and you know, as always, do your research, know your rights, don't commit crime, or do if it is your desire. You know, I'm not your dad, your stream dad, apparently, if you ask Moon about it. Tonberries have been killed. 2 here for sure. There's a supposition that I need to kill at least 20. Beyond at least 20, I couldn't tell you how many we're actually planning to fight here, though. A lot. More than 0. I'm in Utah. I think for my job I need to work 40 hours a week. You know what? While I fight Tonberries, because I figured out how to not have the game pause every time I tab out. Utah labor laws. Minimum wage $7.25 an hour, lower rate of $2.13 for tipped employees. That's garbage. Federal overtime rules apply. Requiring. We're over 40 in a work week. Just quick, we're looking here. Utah might not have a specific ruling on hours worked per day. No, maybe you can fire employees for any reason or for no reason, any and all time. Cool. I am tabbed out. And Tonberry is walking very menacingly towards me. Utah labor laws. Yeah, so there is an overtime rule in Utah. So federal law applies. Federal overtime rules. We're learning stuff today, guys. They're not required overtime pay for. Okay, so no bonus pay for weekends according to federal law, unless OT has actually occurred. Employees work week is pictured a period of 168 hours, 2 weeks. 1 week. Doesn't have to be a calendar week. Different work weeks are done for employees or group employees. Average hours two or more weeks is not permitted. So 40 hours in a week. It's got 80 hours over 2 weeks. Rest periods, usually 20 minutes, are common in industry. Meal breaks do not have to be paid. Sleeping time, if you're on duty for more than 24 hours, you're permitted to sleep when not busy. Lectures mean travel, work from home, problems. Yeah, so it looks like Utah is just a 40 hours. Beyond that, no one cares. I mean, beyond that, you have to get paid overtime, but beyond that, that's what they care about. I hate here. I moved here from Maine. I assume MA is Maine. 3 years ago, it was an awful decision. I don't know what it is about Utah. How do you tap out without interrupting gameplay? It is an option in the settings, Moon, that I never looked at. Massachusetts, okay. I've been to Massachusetts once, like 30 years ago. My grandma's sister's part of the family all live out there. Yeah, so Moon, to get ghost chat over on this other monitor, the game has to be in windowed mode. So I've been going in the settings of a lot of games and finding interesting stuff that I never thought to look at. So I think that whenever we start up a new game, I'm gonna have to spend like 5 minutes in the settings. Just seeing what we can and can't do with the game. I know what I'm doing, Moon. I'm a responsible little squirrel. Narrator. He was not a responsible little squirrel. You do want to play PlayStation but on PC? Yeah. You know, knowing that Ghost Chat doesn't cooperate with like just full screen things and it has to be full screen borderless, you know, it definitely gets me to go in there and look at those things, because having the chat over here, so I'm not constantly having to deal with this, or I could have OBS full screen over here if I so needed, you know. That is super helpful to me. So, you know, here we are, right? Like, I could have OBS up and I can see the mic levels. And that way, you know, if I see the mic levels are all zero, it means my mic isn't working. Which I think I might have fished. Is fish chat disabled? It shouldn't be. Because when we start stream, it should turn on fishing. Oh, Tonberry got us. Give me a second. Fishing. Fish. It's enabled, Moon. Try refreshing. Oh, Quistis is dead. Oh, I think that would be because people were fishing so much during fly night that I turned off the chat. Because June made fishing 100, or June made fishing 10,000. Because June was donating $1 to charity for every time people fished. So I think since Liquid and Eve decided that they needed to do so much fishing, I decided that I was turning off chat. Yeah, that's 100% what happened. Nothing horrible happened to all my party members while I was trying to fix fishing, I promise. Not a horrible thing at all. One Tonberry, please. You know, and I don't know how I would program this. Could you imagine that there was a way to attract more enemies in this game and I didn't have to wait around for them to come find me? I mean, I just turned it back on. I'm not detecting something else. What for? Oh, that's for the recording for the stories. That's what that's for. No, I was looking at like in the stream start settings when it turns on first and everything. It also turns on fishing, but it also gets a global that I've just named Scene. And I was like, what is this for? I was thinking the almost went for not be cool. I remember trying to get it back today. I got the lamp and immediately spent an entire stream fighting Diablos. And then I found out that you can extract Demi from him. So, you know, I think I walked away with 16 Demis, which ain't that bad at the start of the game. So, if you have 100 blinds, you can auto-inflict blind on him. And since Demi doesn't have a kill condition, because it's always percentage-based, you just play around him, try to punch you to death, and you just, you know, have someone with item for Phoenix Pinions. Just like we learned that we can put a day to sleep. You know, and at that point, it's a very trivial fight, because while she's asleep, you can remove her reflect. So Daya's entire life is, you know, trying to cast reflect on herself and dispel your guys. So she actually casts very few spells in that scenario. Twisted Whip, I put all my status effects on Squall because he's always in the party. But it could be. You could put Sleep on Quistis. You know, if you really want to mess with enemies, you put Sleep on someone, you put Mute on someone, and you put Blind on someone. And most enemies are kind of locked down at that point, I guess. I don't do that, but, you know, it would make sense to do. Alright, we've killed at least 3 Tonberries today, but who's counting? Oh, Moon says hello, Quistis. Why is it disrespectful? I mean, bullwhips are kind of meaty. Moon, I don't know if you've seen Jack the Whipper. Let me see if I can find that for you real quick. This is absolute gold. You're gonna love this, and if you don't love this, well, I don't know what to tell you. There you go, Moon. You're welcome. I'll see you, Moon, in like 3 to 5 minutes. Yeah. Most words are fine as long as there's you know, as long as the context is reasonable, you know. I very well might have, Moon. Oh, I think I showed it to you when you were playing Final Fantasy VII. So Penny, the general rule is it's not an 18+ stream. But, you know, if things get out of hand, someone will let you know, you know. There's a redacted in my cup. Well, I hope you mean coffee, and coffee is an illegal substance in the Netherlands or something, Moon. And that's why it's redacted. But Jack does a lot of good songs on there. He also used to be a radio personality. He also plays baseball. Yeah, no, it's not a big deal, Penny. Yeah, no, for the most part, say what you will, and I will let you know if there's a problem. I'm a very strong advocate for this function in Twitch, and I'm just gonna do something to show you. So with the warn function, I can send you that, and you can't actually chat until you acknowledge what I'm telling you, but I don't actually have to time you out or ban you, which I think is a great feature, because then no one can be like, oh, I didn't know I was timed out or something, because it straight up has you acknowledge, you know, what I have to say about it, right? So I think they gave us a nice middle step before we actually started trying to remove people from chat. We got ads in a minute. The woman with the whip is named Quistis. Yes, Quistis Crepe. It's actually a really good feature. Because for timeout, if I time you out, I can place a reason and it'll put it in your mod log, but it won't tell you what the reason is. So like, it's good for me to tell the mods why you're timed out. Not so good for you to know why you were timed out. So like, I think my ideal, if we do have to start timing people out for whatever reason, is that we time you out and then we give you a warning. That way, when your timeout ends, you'll have the warning sitting there that you have to acknowledge, hey, you did this before you can chat, right? And that's exactly it. I can't expect people to change their behavior if I don't tell them what the problem is, right? And, you know, I make a lot of jokes, like, I'm gonna end this freaking stream, you know? You know, I will alt F4 out of OBS if you guys keep it up. Don't tell people why I'm annoyed, I just, you know, threaten to end stream. But, you know, that's on me for not communicating properly. Gross. I'd be concerned if I was doing anything more interesting than fighting Tonberries. A lot of foxes I have in the pachinko machine, though. A lot of foxes and a lot of bears. I should probably do something about that. Or we call the pachinko being exclusively bears. That is also an option. Why do we use those berries again? In the pachinko machine? Don't know. The different things that the balls can hit have different effects. I know that much. I just thought it was a neat little thing to have something there. I found out that Rusty's takes up a lot of CPU and memory usage, and that was why some things behave like garbage. And it's probably because since it's a farming sim that's running in real time, all the individual plants have their own water and like growth timers. And since it processes each timer individually, you know, it's just running like hundreds of timers in the background. And the way computer timers work is they update, you know, thousands of times a second. So it's sure as shit thinking about it. Chef's knife. What does chef's knife refine to? Ability. Chef's knife. Can't refine. Nothing. Sport magic? Status magic? No. Time magic? Chef's knife doesn't refine. Oh, life magic. 30 deaths. Okay. Now I'm going to assume. That Tonberry is immune to just straight up death, but we're sure going to find out. Magic. Exchange. Death. Death to Squall. Give. Oh, why are we farming Tonberries? Because if you defeat either between 20 to 30 of them, you're supposed to be able to fight Tonberry King and get him as a summon. Yeah, I can only imagine that they made them immune to instant death if it's fight 20 of them to get Tonberry King. But we're gonna find out. No time like the present. Yep, immune to instant death. Probably immune to sleep and stuff too, since they walk forward every turn. But you know, what can you do? I still wish there was a way to slow down that animation though. You know, sort of speed up the animation so I don't have to sit through it every time. Runs them, I believe, like a month and a half. Come on, Tonberry. Been staying longer because I need to get back there. So I get 3 weeks of holidays every year, right? And I keep thinking that, like, what I want to do is save, because I'm allowed to carry over my weeks until March. I want to save all my weeks and like just take a 6-week holiday at the start of the year 1 year. And just like actually go somewhere, you know? And you know, Moon saying a month and a half is a long time, but like, you know, once you're in Europe, like, you could take the trains and go see a whole bunch of things, you know? Your ex was from there? No, that's a good reason to go visit. Oh, is from there. Well, I guess that they might still live there, but I feel like I would have said, like, if I had to write that sentence, I think I said I would have said was. You know, like, in reference to your former partner, you know, I think I would write all those things in past tense. Oh, there's contract rulings. I don't know. Moon, they limit how long I can visit the Netherlands. I have no reason to believe that's not true, but like that also seems kind of a weird thing. I only have 3.5 weeks of PTO now, so I couldn't do that. The more when you come to the center of the country, the more we lose. I mean, that's a lot of countries, though. You know, especially smaller countries. That, you know, government or whatever back in the day was centralized in order to have efficient communications radiating outwards. You know, with the invention of stuff like the telephone and stuff, telegraph and whatever, less important. But, you know, a lot of those older countries definitely have that feel to them. Yes, everyone move to the Netherlands. Hang out with Moon. Eepy. Alright, so this is what, our 5th Tonberry? I should have a running Tonberry counter, because I think this is our 5th one today. But I couldn't even tell you that. I won't make the bet for y'all today. So, just to be clear, Moon, we all share one bed in your hypothetical there? Or do you have multiple beds for us to stay in? Oh, there he is. Well, I am glad that Squall is in critical health already. Oh, at least we got perfect on the limit break. There's multiple mattresses. Fair. Confirmed, though, he has not 3 Tonberries in a trench coat. I hope he's not immune to gravity magic, because we might just go with the entire strategy we've been using up until this point. Could also scan him and see how many hit points he has. There's a lot of things I need to be doing here. If this hits 0, we might need a new strategy. Okay, so he's immune to gravity. Morning Lion. Yep, that's not what we wanted. I mean, that's fair. Didn't you just kill her, sir? The stairs are death traps. Hope is the ever how is there? Are you asking how is everyone? Okay, that's what I thought you were trying to write. Assume that you're on your phone. The stairs are death traps though, but I'm doing well. Not aware of other countries' stairs are different to ours. Hello, Jester. Welcome in. Yeah, figured. I'm doing well. Like, how are you doing? You happy, healthy, and unwise? We're hanging in. We're fighting Tonberry King. I came into the fight woefully unprepared, as I do. I was using that character. So we're gonna set up some stuff here before we resurrect her. I assume that what he's doing is physical damage. Indeed, the unwise part. They were Steve, but I'm not about this human. Valid. All right. Okay, that worked. Light. Protect. Oh yes, he has counterattack. Okay, protect on Quistis. Then we need to heal Quistis. And then we need to scan and see what we're actually dealing with here. Magic, scan. All right, I'm taking predictions. How bad is this for good old James right now? Mountain going up the stairs. Oh, 66,000 hit points. No strengths, no weaknesses, but clearly immune to gravity. All right, let's go for it. I mean, we're certainly going to try. That's 2, so 64. There's not gonna be a lot of chat here because I'm gonna have to like do mental math here. but I'll do my best. So here's Pandemonia, which does wind damage through whatever that's supposed to be. Some of the summons are a little strange. I'll give them that. So that's 63. So Pandemonia does not do a lot of damage. So I might rely on regular magic because the animations for these are so long. You know? I like how the big brother always wins and throws the little brother though. So like, it'd be cool if they had programmed like a 1 in 1,000 chance of getting a different attack if the little brother wins or something. So 62. Is there anything good? I mean, in theory, as long as we have protects, this fight could go on forever. 2 apartments ago, it had stairs that were so steep, the ceiling so low, I wasn't able to get a $1 refrigerator in here. Oh, because you gotta lift it up to get it up the stairs. I gotcha. Oh, we do love a good Alexander animation, though. James, I need help. What's up, Vader? Hit me. Actually, don't. I'm a small and fragile little squirrel. 6'1". Yeah, but then you had to carry your $1 refrigerator down the stairs. Magic. Thundaga. Magic. Thundaga. Magic. Blizzara. You know, Moon had to explain the flooring thing to me and I was very confused. All right, so that just does a couple hundred, so... all right. Back to just spamming Guardian Forces, I suppose. Oh, Koala's Protect wore off. We're still looking at 64, so this is going to be a while. Table-sized one? Jeez, how even? I mean, I guess if you do stuff like grocery shop like every other day or something, that would be doable. But it doesn't sound great. Like not even a little. I set the chat counter. I got it. Counts and can increase or decrease by 1. How do I get it back to 0 or custom number? How are you doing your chat counter? Stream Elements or Streamer Bot or how? Stream Elements. Where you program the counter itself, there should be a way to manually check and edit the count, I believe. For a 2-person household, gross. We're gonna call that 60. I've been keeping up with the count. To program a stream element counter and double check how it actually functions, but off the top of my head, I'm actually not sure. So when we raid out, I will create a stream elements counter and get back to you on that, if that's okay. Okay, well, that is a option. Protect. Okay, so wait, have I tried? Have I tried all the status elements here? I think that we've resigned ourselves to just spamming magic. I don't know. I'm really bad at the counting thing. So call that 58. So call that 57. I mean, this certainly is a strategy. And then you're gonna have individual counters for light side and dark side, right? So once you have one working, you can, you know, it's copy and paste and edit for the other chat command or the other redeem. So that makes sense. But yeah, comments. Okay, and then revenue, streaming tools, elements. Oh, that is. You program this through the chatbot. Chatbot counters. So if you go to chatbot counters, your counter has a name of whatever your counter would be. And it has a value listed. So then on the right, there's a plus, minus, and a garbage can. And you can just pick the plus and minus to increment or de-increment your counter. Not me just opening stream elements while we're here. If you leave the flooring, then fine. Yeah, it's just so weird. Happy to help. But yeah, and then it's manually incrementing and de-incrementing apparently. So time consuming, but absolutely doable. Let's refresh those protects just to be sure. I know where protect is. I am a responsible gamer. I don't have protect on this character. Triple protect. No. I just got protected on him twice. It's fine. It's fine. I'm clever. I'll figure it out. Well, I have no idea what the count is even at this point. They'll find you for it. Sometimes they do. Cost for removing themselves. I'm American. We don't do that here, and I even though it blows my mind. I remember it last year when I came across post it. It don't make sense to me. Like I have already expressed that. I should get scanned on him 3 times in a row just as I can. All right. I want to hope that we're around 48, but I actually have no idea where the count is at. I don't think it's weird anymore. Just interesting. I think it's the only country where I've heard that that's the case, though. Like, you know, so it's very strange to me. Well, we're 10,000 ahead of where I thought I was, so we're getting there. So this is the winningest strategy I can come up with. Is just keep protect up, keep haste and triple up, and just spam, you know, whatever. Didn't we just refresh protect? Single protect on Quistis. I mean, I guess we could go with the strategy of haste berserk and just get up and walk away again. That was certainly a strategy. I don't remember what boss we did it on. Oh, I think we did that on Odin himself. I mean, you're guaranteed to like deploying. I mean, that is true. If you pick something out, you better like it. That's mean. Only 500 damage at least. And regen will get us through that. Oh, no. Triple. We're getting there, guys. The only case think of people took advantage of the shitting floor behind. I mean, it could be a lot of things, right? And that could be a project, you know. Let's look into why the floors in the Netherlands are such that, you know. Okay, Vader Dad, if you're still here, apparently if you click the garbage can to delete a timer or a counter, it'll ask if you just want to reset it instead. If you want to zero them out for whatever reason. I don't know why I had a counter in Extreme Elements, but I did. It wasn't named or anything, so I don't know what it was for. But I counted to 2. So apparently I did it at some point. I'm glad you can remove the floor and bring it with you, though. It should, assuming that you're not getting a bigger place. Well, it still lessens the cost, but you know, it's less helpful if you're getting a bigger place for your new home. I think Quistis is the only person with protect at this point. Which is also something I need to look into and address. Nope, no protects there. Lazag it is. Triple protect. Yeah, it really reduces it. It would be awful to have different flooring if I didn't have enough and could get right. Like that would be my concern with such a thing. Also, I'm looking at Tonberry King, and I don't know if they scaled the size of the knife and the lantern properly, because those look incredibly small compared to him. They might have given him their regular Tonberry knife and lantern, which is kind of funny. He's at 4x4 final I purchased was 200 euros plus 100 point. Yeah, that's more than I want to spend, Moon. That's like 400 Canadian dollars. That's a lot of Big Macs I could have bought. There's a lot of protects I just cast in only Irvine. Okay, but 50 times 4x4 is, you know, 4x4 is 16 times 50. It's still only, I mean, 800 square feet is most of an apartment or condo, I guess. Yeah, because I think my place is only 780 square feet, so I guess that's not insane. kind of over it with this fight. Where's my scan at? How close are we to winning? Or losing? The rest was happening from the old place. So how many square feet is your new place, I guess, is the question. We're at 16 and a half. So that'll get us to 15. Start measuring, Moon. Start measuring, draw me a floor plan. I'm 780 square feet, and then my like balcony is probably the other 20 to make it a perfect rectangle. If you wanted specifics, I could not give you specifics on those numbers, but it's something like that. It is close enough to 800 that's easier to say 800. Yeah, no, Moon, draw me a picture of your condo with exact measurements, and I will build your house in The Sims. And then that's the Sims house we're gonna play. You know, I'll make Moon Touch City as my sim. We're gonna start a fire. We're gonna burn to death. It's gonna be great. I'm not good at Sims, guys. I have the actual floor plan. Well, yes. Send me the actual floor plan with the measurements, and I will build your house in The Sims for the lols. Will I do it on stream? Probably not. But I could. I'm not gonna build your house in The Sims for the record. But we could, like, yeah, no, it's one of those things where it's funny to joke about, but I don't know if that is the content that people want to see, is me trying to recreate their home in The Sims. You know? And I feel like if we're gonna do something like that, it's one of those like 200,000 channel point things, because it's gonna be time consuming to recreate, you know, homes. I would be surprised what kind of content people show up for, Pandy, since you guys keep showing up for some reason. And my stream is something. For good or for ill, it is something, you know? We have like none of our finest hit points, I see. I should probably do something about that. Junk, magic triple, where's that regen at? Nope. I feel like I'm more open with my home than most streamers. You don't need your charity instead of wanting money for yourself. That was enough for me. I mean, that's fair. I mean, you know, it's one of those things where, oh, we win. Victory. And he's a little baby Tonberry again. He's scared. That's so cute. Tonberry joined your party because he was scared. That was something. Where force it? Magic was 60%. Tonberry. Yeah, we got a cute little guy. Alright. Guardian Forces. Someone learned something and I wasn't paying attention to who it was. Typical of me. Vitality. Summon magic. Yeah, magic bonus. HP bonus. Magic plus 20. Auto reflect. One of these things is not like the others. We're gonna take another elemental defense. Guardian Force HP. High magic refine. Tonberry. Evasion plus 30%. Wait, what? Level down. Level up. Okay, I don't know how those work. Enable restores HP by walking. Auto potion. Boost. Go receive. Easier to buy rare items. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. We take boost. Good morning, Levy. Congratulations on the third. Wait. Is this? Yes. Tonberry. Yeah, Tonberry walks up to you over 5 turns, and when he reaches you, it's an instant death. But. He's just a little guy, and we love him. And anyone that's mean to Tonberry can get out. I don't know if I can actually sit like this for long, but we ball. Thanks for paying your taxes. We're gonna fix the roads and open the coffee shop eventually. He's a cute little guy. That's the surprising part about it, you know? But he's out here doing his best. You know, he's got a day job. He's a chef. Don't call him creepy. Moon. Moon out here just bullying Tonberry. Bro. What, Moon? Come on, finish your thought. I'm listening. Because I don't want to hurt him. I also once again forgot what I'm actually supposed to be doing. Oh, I'm supposed to be fighting a boat. That alone is on. For what that's worth. How I find that boat? Couldn't tell you. But I know that's what we're supposed to do. Okay, there's Fisherman's Wharf. There is a train track that I can't get under. 55 meters squared. The one before 7 where it was like not 3D. Because I gotta say, Final Fantasy VI is probably my favorite Final Fantasy. Jenny Beans gave me a link to a Final Fantasy VI randomizer. That's something we could do on stream, I guess. It'll be an experience for me. For good or for ill. Seven, 8, 9. We beat 9 recently. I have never played 7 in my life. I'm not even sure what this is. Oh, this is the missile base. Yeah, I've never beaten 7. I know that on my last attempt I at least made it to the Golden Saucer, but I couldn't tell you specifically how far I made it. The attic where the studio will be is 12 meters squared. Okay. Alright, run away. We're already slapped. It is an ad break. Yeah, that's a missile base. We know what that is. There's the prison. Moogle, Pixel, and Eris. Those are solid names. I'm gonna look up what I'm supposed to do. I'm very much confused. Adea, Lighthouse. Walk through, visit Adea's house. We talk to them. Apparently, we're supposed to go back into the garden and go to the doctor's office for a Renoa cutscene. Hello? There we go. Elevators, y'all. Isn't Eris like the one that gets, you know, people are outraged about her fate? I feel like by this point, there's no such thing as a Final Fantasy VII spoiler. You know, I could say literally anything and it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, you know? Unless there's story changes in Remake, but I don't know that much about that anyways, so I couldn't speak as to that. There is apparently a weapons magazine over in the training center. I don't know if that's a new thing or if it's something that they're like, hey, since you're going back here, you probably missed this because you're dumb. And I'm like, I sure am. Oh, no, this is my bedroom. I don't know which one of these is the training center. Nope, that's a parking lot. Okay, there's Zal. Hello? How's Renoa doing? She's still in a coma. Don't take it too hard. She'll snap out eventually. Well, there would be my hint to go visit her in the infirmary. That's the library. All right, I can sufficiently say that I'm not actually sure which one's the training center. Probably this one I skipped. Hey, we found it. So apparently, if I go out this way, yeah, there's a weapons magazine. And there's gonna be the T-Rex. Not the T-Rex. You guys got anything good? I don't even remember what you have. Do not. Draw. I kind of want that. I do kind of want to stock up on magic, but I also know that it's not the most interesting thing to watch me do. That being said, am I going to remember to actually come do these things off stream? No. So, you know, we got what we got. And the big one that I actually need here is going to be the Berserks. First payment with the mini fridge was 250. That's tiny. No privacy. No privacy. Your roommate saw you naked at some point. Maybe that was the intent, maybe that wasn't the intent. I don't know your life, but you know what happened. Attack. I think that's even too small for your partners, you know, like, even if you're with someone, there needs to be some measure of the option of privacy at some point, you know? Like, sometimes you just want to be alone with your thoughts. I often want to be alone with my thoughts. Thoughts are complicated and messy. Imagine I knew who just completed their whatever they were doing. Imagine I had any clue ever. One of these things is not like the others. Speed plus 20%. Magic Junction. The Audi. It was miserable. Not even a balcony. Yeah, but now you got a nice big home. Look at all the space that you have. Oh, the infirmary is this way. And part of it didn't work as well, so he was home always. Yeah, that's wrong. Yeah, I have no thoughts and hopes and dreams for you there, Moon. That's just kind of unfortunate. Nope, that's the auditorium. We lost. Yeah, you've got a full-size fridge, you got floors, you got space. There we go. Hey, Renoa, we went and saw Dea. Renoa, you feel so cold. Are you going to be like this forever? Isn't there anything I can do? You are so full of life. Now you don't even make a sound. I want to hear your voice. This is like talking to a wall. Renoa, call my name. Wait. This is the thing I get to do now? Well, ain't that handy. Why the heck do I have to do this? Because we have no money. Alright, I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's kind of my fault that we stayed at the hotel so often. But heck, I'm not cut out to be an actor. So you say, but we all know you're really quite excited. Okay, everyone, take your positions. Man, I can't believe this director making a movie with me, an amateur. What the heck am I supposed to do? Alright, so we were lucky I got the job, as long as we make some money, right? Are you serious? What kind of costume is this? No complaining. Let's go. Fish. Hey, look at you. Not bad. This is your co-star playing the part of the sorceress. Hi, nice to meet you. All you need now is someone to play the dragon. Oh, perfect. Hey, you back there. Yes? Kind of a squeeze here. The guy playing the dragon is sick. You think you just put on the dragon costume or you just kind of just walk down here? I'll pay you. I guess so. Okay, just be on standby over there. Ah. Okay, people, here we go. Scene 12, Death of the Sorceress. Ready? Action. Oh, Sir Knight, save me from the wicked dragon. Oh, okay, I'll save you from the dragon. Darn it, I'm getting all nervous over here. And what's with this gun blade? I haven't used one of these since training. Kind of like this. Hey, not bad. I'll just put it in some voiceovers. Okay, bring on the dragon. Your cat has you trapped? Typical cat. Hey, come on, guys. The dragon. All right, here we go. That is a very large costume for someone to be wearing. Wow, just like the real thing. Excellent work, heroes. That is a real dragon. That's why they made me do junctions. Wait a minute. Was the costume that big? Whoa, Heroes is taking this seriously. Man, looks like the real thing. Combat. Ah. Geez, take it easy, Heroes. What the? Is this the real thing? What? No wonder. What am I doing? I'm getting out of here. Well, Sir Knight, it's all yours. This is Sir Knight. I must bid you farewell. Hey, don't just leave me here. Not gonna let me go. The gun blade. All right, let's go. Well, I'm bad at defending. Well, at least it lets me replay it. Okay. I mean, if it's just gonna sit there and stare at me. Yes, you do not wake a sleeping kitty. You know, like this is grounds to not go to work, you know, like, you know, oh no, I'm trapped. You know, my mode of transportation isn't working because I can't escape, you know, whatever. Now's my chance, run. Goodbye, dragon. This is where Kiro shows up and he's like, why is there a second dragon? Wait, why is the dragon ahead of me? Is there two dragons? Come in, Mugo has spoken. Darn, super dragon, where the heck is Kiros? Nuguna, did you call me? Yeah. Wait long enough? Here. Alright, time to kick some dragon butt. We're just carrying around an assault rifle. Alright, what do we got? Dragon. I junctioned someone that didn't have anything equipped, apparently. Cool. 19,000 hit points. Water and ice. Alright, well, so basically we're doing this with one character because I screwed up. 16,000 is not bad, though. You know, easily doable. 148 damage. Well, maybe not. So 8 attacks gets us 1,000. So 16 by 8 is 90 something attacks. 360 damage. Well. You know, I figured that it would give Kyros his abilities when I selected that thing, but apparently that was not what happened, so. Now, if I pick the one that wasn't Questus, I would explain 100% what happened there. But also, I probably should have saved and actually healed. Um, 180, geez. Okay, so we've done 1,000-ish. Magic. I can only assume it's going to be using fire magic. Um, 82. Oh, this is slow going. 600. Shell. Attack. You don't remember this at all? Couldn't tell you. It's my first playthrough. I mean, we're gonna do our best here. With 82 damage a turn and functioning one character, it's not gonna be great though. Well, at least we didn't lose a character to that. Okay. Magic. Attack. Attack. Okay. So we've done, yeah, functionally 1,000 damage. At this point, do we just haste Berserk Kyros because it's not like he's doing anything anyways? Yeah, I think we do it. Where's Berserk? Oh my Jesus, we don't have Berserk. Well, this is gonna be a fight. I mean, at least Laguna has access to 5,000 of his finest hit points that I don't think we're gonna reach at any point during this fight. Magic. Here on Kyros. Attack. I don't know why I thought I was going to be able to do this. Laguna Shell wore off. Well, we're not even using magic yet, so that's fine. Haste on Kyros. You know, we're going to make Kyros more efficient at doing his 80 damage around, right? But also 80 damage is 80 damage. Like, you know, we take what we can get sometimes. Kiraga on Laguna. Okay. So 16,000 at 100 is 160 attacks. That's not the actual math on it because, you know, things and stuff, but, you know, it's a number we're working with. Protect wore off, so we should probably refresh that. It's the only thing keeping us alive. Is he counterattacking? Is that the deal here? Protect on Kyros. Okay. Magic. Kira on Kyros. I need to find a way to do any amount of damage here. 80 damage is not it. Magic, where's that protect at? I swear to God, though, if this is 100% because I junctioned Selfie instead of Quistis because I just clicked the wrong person. You know, not great. I mean, that is certainly a plan. Assuming that this guy isn't immune to Demi. That's still 25% of his current hit points. You know, and then, so that puts you at 12. That puts you at 9. That puts you at 7. Oh, 8 wore off. Regen has worn off by this point, I assume. How's this do? 355, jeez. Oh, goodbye, Kyros. Oh, not goodbye, Kyros. Blood pain. All right, Kyros, what is your limit break? Thanks, Levy. Put some number of damage that I couldn't possibly tell you what it is. Protect. Okay. Magic, regen, attack. Having 2 functioning characters would have made this fight a lot easier. I can tell you that, though. Attack. Regen is huge in these games, though, guys. Like, it's just passive healing. You're leaving money on the table if you're not using it. Haste. Attack. Oh, goodbye, Kyros. I mean, with your 82 damage around, I don't think you were gonna be the one that broke the camel's back here anyways, bud. Magic, protect. And with protect and regen, I think we outpace how much damage he does. I might be wrong about that, but 288. We attack. Regen for 292. So we regen for 4 more than he does. We just machine gun him for 1,000 before he even gets to attack. This is certainly a strategy. It's a strategist of strategies, apparently. He attacks for 297. We machine gun. Don't regen wear off. Haven't seen a green number tick in a hot second. Protect wore off. We reapply protect. Dragon hits us. So we protect. We regen. Oh, our haste wore off. Haste. Dragon hits us for 289. We haste. 292, so we're at +3 there. 353. Like, this is not the greatest strategy I ever came up with, but it is functioning. You know, if we do, you know, 1,000 every time the dragon, before the dragon even gets to act, you know, we come out ahead, even on 17,000, right? Oh, there we go. Hey, look, we got some experience points. How many are there? They just keep coming. We're out of here. Can I see a status screen? That'd be pretty cool right now. What is that? What is what? The glowing thing over there? Because I'm curious about that too. I can't disconnect. What is this connect thing? Is it you, Squall? Yeah. Connect is what I call it. It's when I use my special power. Oh, I know. I must be asleep. That's why I can't control it. I'm sorry, Squall. Just let me use your spirit for a little while longer. Let me go back. She ain't here either. Adea, if I may ask, what happened to this alone? She was kidnapped by Esther soldiers. We're traveling, trying all I can to get inside Esther, but they were looking for a successor to the Esther sorceress, Adele. Yeah, exactly it. Is she your daughter? No, but she's just so cute. Oh, I wish I could hear her voice. I want to hear Renoa's voice. Is something the matter? No, just the fairies. I don't care if it's in the past or what. I want to hear Renoa. I want to see Renoa. That way, there might be a chance to save her. You can't change the past. I just found that out. When I was kidnapped, Uncle Laguna went on a journey to find me. Why is my chair so low? Sometimes I just glance over at the stream manager and I see that my chair is super low. I need to figure my life out some days. But because he did, Uncle Laguna wasn't able to be by Rain's side when she died. Rain wanted to show Laguna her newborn baby. Rain kept calling out for Laguna, so no matter what, I wanted Laguna to stay in the village. But it didn't work. I can no longer make it back to that moment. And also, I can only send you inside someone I've met before. I'm sorry, Squall. I'm about to disconnect. I'll try again to speak to you this way. This, alone. Hey, we survived. I need to save. I want to hear Renoa's voice. I can see you if we go back in time. Maybe even change things. Alone. Alone, can you hear me? Send me back to the moment where Renoa went into a coma. Alone, you won't answer me. I know she's on the White Seed ship. White Seed, Adea Seed. Adea Seed? Maybe Adea would know the whereabouts of the ship. Then I can see Alone. Then maybe I can go back. Alright, so back to the lighthouse at this point, huh? Alright, we zoom in. No, Quistis doesn't conscious. Quistis is who we junction. So why did... A confusion. Irvine doesn't have any of his stuff equipped, but neither does Quistis, so... Have they unequipped all my junctions at this point for whatever reason? Yeah. Alright, so they unequipped everything for whatever reason. Even though they asked who I wanted junction to Heroes. So it's a game mechanic thing, not a me thing. And that's probably why they said, give me a second before the dragon fight to go confirm junctions or whatever. But, you know, since it asked me who I wanted to junction for once, you know, I also assumed that it had just transferred everything over, which is fine, you know. They did give me an out, I didn't take it. Where could the white ship be? Sea ship be? Yes, we're ready to go. All right, Nita. Now, her house is on the southern continent. See, look at me, knowing a thing for once about where I'm supposed to be. Keyword is for once. What's this island? Nothing, just exists. It just feels like there should be something in these, like, 3 super empty corners of the map, you know? Bottom left, bottom right, top left. Like, there should be something, you know, some kind of hidden thing. That being said, I guess in the real world, the oceans are just big empty spaces, so what do I know about anything? But, you know... yeah, not a damn thing. I mean, I guess sailing around the ocean is even more boring than me fighting the Tonberries. For what that's worth. All right, we're down here. We're yelling timber. I should also find the other chocobo forests, like this one. All right, we save. I did say that was the thing I wanted to do. Yes. Hey, Choco boy. How's it going? Back from war? Thanks for the business. Nope. Sonar. Zener. Hello, little chocobo. Sonar. I wish that there was something to tell me how many chocobos there were. Hello, kid. Oops. Nope. All right, I need a whistle, kid. All right. Hey. Sonar. Okay, so Zener. So there's 1, 3. There was 1 over on this side. All right, I screwed something up there. All right, Xener. Sonar. Hey Jess, how was Red Dead? Welcome in Raiders. If anyone needs to raid and run, eat, sleep, drink, ride horses, rob a bank, be an outlaw, pick flowers, skin a deer, or any of your self-care things, please do so. Running Lurk is Cherry's. Happy birthday, Cherry! Yes, tell Cherry I said happy birthday. But yes, run to Lurk. Thanks for trusting with your community. I will keep them safe and entertained while I hunt chocobos. Goodbye, raccoon. Goodbye, bunny girl. I'm gonna cheat, guys. I'm gonna look up how many chocobos are into this forest. Forest. Final Fantasy VIII. Forest of Fun. Okay. I see. That's not what I wanted. One whistle, please. Yes. Nothing. Ads in a minute, guys. Make sure to get up to go fill your water or do your self-care things. There's supposed to be 5. Here? Nope. Hi, Chicobos. Sonar. Xener. Okay. 3. 2. So the other 2 were down here. Xener. Sonar. I mean, we can talk to them for what that's worth. All right, everyone stretch. I'm gonna go fill my water. How my shoulders are stiff. Okay, so not back here. Not down here. Oh, I see. Welcome back from ad jail. Hello? That's all 5, right? Okay, clearly I'm missing something. Hello? Do you have a hint for me? Help? No. A hint? There we go. Bowling with 4 bottles, 1 ball. Yeah, so I got my 5. So how do I bowl? Also, no, nothing up there. No. Use my whistle again. Hey, Dart. How's your day going? How you be? Welcome in. Oh, the Mama Chocobo. We're doing good. Playing the Chocobo minigame right now. Trying to figure out where we're supposed to dig for the treasure here. Alright, guide, what do you got for me? Some mother. Found at the back right corner. We're doing good. You got any fun plans for the weekend? Oh, there we go. One loot, please. Meteor stone, flare stone, ultima stone. So, ability, fire, 1 flare, 20 flares. I guess the question is, how do I refine the Ultima Stone? Like what? Because it's unelemented damage, so it's not actually any of these. Filling out later. I mean, that's not a bad weekend. I'll probably beat her for another hour or so, and then I'm gonna go get some sushi before work. Wait, I can refine that into a tool? Into 2 flare stones, which only give me 1 flare. So I wouldn't want to do that. Oh, and there's the lighthouse right there. Oh, ain't that handy. I need to figure out my audio gates. I definitely broke that. Mic isn't cutting out anymore, so there is that, I suppose. For what that's worth. Forgot to equip junctions. $67. Yeah, it could be worse. Quetzal and Shiva. Guardian Force, draw. Magic plus 60. Firaga. Firaga. Magic is Sundara. Arrow. Slow. 1930. Though. Okay, that's a good start. And then Irvine gets... So, doesn't have Spirit. So, Cerberus, Alexander. So there's a lot of things that we need junction here. Perfect. Well, there's 2 kinds of people in my chat today. People that want the super low IQ and super high IQ. Um, 49. 48. 30. 26. 28. 29. 30. Interesting. So slow affects 2 stats. Oh, so if your haste is high enough, it gives you evasion as well. 129. Interesting. No expectations if it's low. I always have high expectations of you guys. So, I'm sorry to say, no excuses. Well, we'll take 6 across everything. %26 resistances ain't bad. Um. Okay. Draw, Guardian Force, Magic, Strength, Strengths, Counter. We take the Strength bonus at level up. You have Counter. What I do want to do is actually, though, exchange these to Irvine. Because Irvine is going to junction for Gaia. Because that should give slightly more strength. What? You would add something, but we don't do labeling? Well, then you do you. I am going to be right back. Apparently my stomach's going to be the problem again. Levy, you're in charge. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back to me trying to figure out who gets junctioned to what. Um. Oh yes, I was trying to inflict instant death on everything. Um. Sleep. Death immunity. Can we lower monster level? Raise monster level. Thanks, Pandy. So I think those are useful because some monsters scale way better with their levels than other monsters. Okay, back to the airship. So we can travel like 80 feet or whatever. Nope, that's not how we drive. We zoom in. Door. There we go. You know, I know that someone said at one point that they wish they could play Triple Try against Sid. Our cards aren't exceptional. I will create an extra save there. I might, just for the laws of it, come back later and save Scum to see if I can even beat Sid. Or we'll do it now live. Those are the options. I see you know rules. Unfamiliar to this region. Open random same plus. Okay, so there's a lot of things going on with that. Oh, I play a not great card here. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, so how did plus flip that? Plus rule was abolished from this region. And of course, no way to force us back out of this. Without crashing the game, huh? Okay, so do we just go in with some really bad cards? Abolish the plus rule. I also find it a little strange that I gotta use my keyboard to acknowledge the button inputs so that I can use my controller. All right, Adele, let's try this again. Okay. Um, okay, so how does plus work? Is it opposing sides? Yeah, it's also confusing to me how they are able to take a card that they didn't even flip. So I am a little unclear on this one. And of course they're taking my one-up cards like Brothers and Odin. So there is that as well. You know, if I lose something I can go get more of, that's not so bad. But like, I'm unclear on how I'm actually supposed to win this. Okay, triple, triad, same slash plus. Okay. So that gets that. We're even. That beats that. So 7, 8. So that flips that. Go a draw. No, not a draw. Okay, bomb. I'm good with using bomb. This game is a little confusing. Okay, so we're gonna put that there. We'll put this here because there's no 8 that can flip it. So no matter what I play, she wins here because her dragon will flip either of these. The open rule has spread throughout the region. I'm very unclear how any of this works. I mean, with these cards, I don't think that we have a hope of winning. Gotta say, I don't really like the plus rule. Though I can't say that I'm particularly good at this game either. So, there is that. Okay, so there's my Minotaur. Okay, so if I flip this dragon. So, how far did that flip? I'm not understanding. Then with plus you add adjacent numbers, each side is separate. If they have the same sum. So 6, 1, 4 is 11. And then that'd be 6, 3, 1 is 10. 4, 5, 8 is 18. So in their example, so 7, 3, that's 12. 6, 5, 2 is 13. Okay. So 2 and 7. Oh. Is that how that works? Okay, so that's strange. Hey Ty, thanks for doing your check-in. Yeah. So the plus rule seems very hard to master. But I guess we're stuck with it, huh? This is the only place on Earth I'd like to pay more taxes. I appreciate that, my guy. How's your weekend going so far? You up to anything fun? I think we're gonna not play the card game right now. Where's my chair? Okay. Ugh. Is there anything I can help you with? The White Sea ship, the one Alone's on. Those children are. They are very cautious. They would never remain in one place for long. Let's see. Oh yes, however. Those children have seemed to take in liking the Centra's landscape. Therefore, they may have stationed their ship by an inlet somewhere on the Central continent. And Squall, please take with Zeus this letter I wrote. With this, they shall welcome you. Real life ain't in at the moment. I mean, real life do be like that sometimes. You know, I gotta pay my taxes, which ain't great. Alright, inlet on the Central continent. Alright, we just vibing here. So yeah, I guess we just kind of cruise around here and try and find a boat. Hello, Bard. How you doing today? Any exciting plans for your weekend? Are you an inlet? Nope, no boat. Nope. Could you imagine that they also moved though, like just from inlet to inlet, and you actually had to find them? I would think that would be interesting game design. I would not love it. Okay, so there's the lighthouse. So let's go up and over. I assume that these are also part of the central continent. I have lost my map. Oh, ping pong might tip around a little. Okay. I mean, I can get up on this land. Oh, what that's worth. I don't see a ship though. This is the central continent, right? Fisherman's Horizon, Adea's House, Prison, Windhill, Timber, Dolet, Balam, Shumi, Arabia. Yeah, this should be the right continent. But like these are inlets, right? Like little divots, like bays or whatever. I think. It is also possible I vastly understood what an inlet is. But like, as far as I know, that's what an inlet is. Yawn. Okay. Well. I can't imagine this like back in the day, you know? Like, I guess we had stuff like game FAQs or whatever. But like, just not knowing what you're specifically supposed to do. Not knowing what an inlet is, because I'm not a smart guy sometimes. But I'm pretty sure an inlet is just like a bay or something. Which means there's a lot of them down here. But where specifically we're going, I couldn't tell you, you know? Okay, that's where we got Tonberry. I have no idea what inlet we're looking for. So we just fall, I guess. Ads. Make sure you go fill your water, guys. Okay, there's the lighthouse again. I'm looking it up. I don't think sailing around the ocean aimlessly is helpful. White Sea ship. Okay, I see. I see where they want me to go. we go. Hello, friends. We meet again. Welcome back, Majo. My name is Squall. We're seized from Blam Garden. I'd like to speak to your leader. I'm in charge. State your business. Depending on what you say, you may be asked to leave immediately. I want to see alone. We pose no threat. Adea told us that you would be here. Adea. How? Adea is no longer a source of Ultimisia's control. She is now our ally. There's no reason for you to want to hide Alone's whereabouts from us. We want to take Alone back to protect her from Ultimisia. Thank you for coming, but we have no reason to believe you. Please leave. Alright, but you've asked me to leave, but I'm just going to wander around your ship, okay? Wow, long time no see, sir. Whoa, look who's here. Squall, how's it going? We can't believe you're here. Everybody doing good, sir? After you guys left, the Galbadian biteheads came after us, and we barely escaped to this boat. I'm sure we were goners, sir. Zone went nuts. I was thinking about swimming across the sea to escape. It was a plan. All you were doing was whining like a big baby. We're gonna die, we're gonna die. And look, who jumped in first? You nuts. See how these wackos keep surviving. So how's Renoa? Where is she? Renoa fought with us against Adea. For some reason, she went unconscious out of the fight. She's resting in the garden now. I don't know what happened. We couldn't protect her. I'm sorry. You son of a bitch. What did I say? What did I say, huh? I told you to take care of her. That nothing better happened to her, scumbag. You pathetic lying scumbag. Zone, come on. Easy, sir, easy. She's not dead. They just don't know what's wrong with her, that's all. Ain't that right, sir? Squall would never give up on her. Am I right, sir? We came here to get Alone because there's a new evil force after her. If we can get Alone and Renoa together, maybe we can get Renoa back. Really? C-Zone? I told you, sir. Renoa's gonna be fine. He promised she would come back. We all have to free Timber together. Don't worry, sir. Alright, but I'm gonna say it one more time. If something happens to Renoa again, I swear. Here. This is Matron's writing. She really gave this to you? You guys call her Matron too, huh? Yes, ever since we were little. We were raised by Adea too. It was difficult to fight against her, but we did. Fortunately, everything turned out well. Adea is no longer evil. She's back to her old self again. The kind matron we remember. Well, thank you. We owe you and Blam Garden much. Even our salute is the same. Matron told us it hasn't changed since Seed was established. Holy. 13, that's not bad. Hello? So it says in the letter, you're looking for a loan. I'm sorry, a loan's no longer here. Remember we picked her up from your garden near the FH coast? After that, we headed east to get away as far as we could from Adea and Galbadia. Before long, we encountered the Galbadian fleet. They had a lot of ships. Obviously, they were searching for us. We should have been more careful. They pursued us in full force. Luckily, we were able to escape, but then our ship broke down. We were stranded. There was no way we were going to let the Galbadians take Alone. Eventually, the Galbadians caught up to us, and we had no choice but to prepare for battle. Then an Esther ship appeared. A battle began between them, and we were caught in the middle of it. Then something strange happened. Suddenly, an Esther ship came up beside us, and Esther soldiers came aboard. They told us to get aboard their ship. It sounded like an order to evacuate. Of course, we refused. We didn't trust them, just as we didn't trust the Albanians. As the Esther soldiers were trying to convince us, the battle became more intense. Soon they were forced to leave our ship. Oh, Alone went with them? As the ship was pulling away, Alone yelled out something. Then all of a sudden, she jumped onto their ship. Wasn't like her at all. To this day, I don't understand why she did that. After that, Esther's fleet withdrew from the battle and fled. After they left, well, it's a long story. After our ship was fully repaired, we planned to go to Esther. Sorry, Squall, we couldn't protect her. So Alone's an Esther? We believe so. Have you decided on a destination? Esther. Oh man, xenophobic Esther. That area's terrain is not really suited for flying the garden. Anyway, set a course for Esther. Yes. Esther on my map now. Toomey, Dollet, Blam. I assume that they're in this region down here. Delling. Alright, and then up this way. Just me spinning my ship in circles trying to get out. But we're gonna head this way. There's a full world map. I assume it's the southern half of this eastern continent. Just because there's no other places on the map that we've been to over there. But I also feel like when we were trying to find the White House, I should have stumbled upon it by accident, so might be wrong. But we're gonna find out. I'm glad when we say plot a course to go here, though, it just places us in the driver's seat, like we know where we're going. Spoiler alert, I precisely know zero about where we're going. I did want to leave a bit earlier today to go get sushi before I go to work. So let me check the schedule for that. I need to go to work. I would like to arrive by that is me just running aground. Okay, that could work. Oh no, just been really craving sushi this morning. Okay, we zoom in. Forest, lots of forest. Is this a coast I can drive up? Looks like it. Okay, so we're in the forest. Just ping-ponging off canyon walls, as we do. Okay, that's a dead end. We can get into this forest, for what that's worth. Yeah, terrain not suited for flying a garden. That tracks with... nope. Can I land anywhere here? No. Okay, so we're able to get up here for what that's worth. Can't land anywhere to save my life. No. I wish to land. No? Not flat enough, probably. Can't get through there. Okay, so this ain't it, even though they let us come up here for whatever reason. We do have another shoreline over here. Oh, this is better, worse, the same. We can float above these trees. But ain't nothing on this side, apparently. So if this is where I'm supposed to be, I can see why it would be considered not navigable for an airship. All right, we got some open terrain here, and then some snow. Okay, uppies. Okay, so there's the hole in the ground that I wanted to investigate before. We have been here before. Huh? Yeah, I know there's a hole in the ground that we can't get over. The gauge is going berserk. Well, now I'm curious about that one. There's the gauge is going berserk. Okay. There's something here that I don't know about. A forest. Okay, some standard enemies. Oh. Hey, look, it's Odin. Okay, so apparently it's just to prevent you from crossing this early in the game. Which is mildly interesting. So we're in the correct general area. Which side of the crater I'm supposed to be on, I couldn't possibly tell you. But its purpose is to prevent you from going to Travia or Esther too early. Which I guess makes sense. Because if you got there too early for whatever reason, I mean, if there's items or whatever, you know, it would make your gameplay experience a lot easier. That being said, where the city is and which side of the crater I need to be on, not truth facts I have at the moment, you know. I want to assume I haven't explored this side of the crater. That being said, there's not much here. So we're here. The crater is here. So we wish to be on the south side of this. Game, I wish to yeet off this cliff into the ocean, please. Thank you. So yeah, it looks like we're trying to get on the south side of this content. What form that takes. If it's land the garden and walk manually, that's an option. We don't fit under this, per usual. Can't go over it, can't go under it, gotta go around it. Uppies. Okay. All right, there's a way up. So, how far do I actually get there? No, that's me getting stuck on a mountain. Forests and more forests. Okay, so Travia Garden is somewhere over this way. No, it's over that way. Yeah, I'm stuck on train again. That's fairly typical at this point. Okay, so we came up this way, and I'm not gonna get stuck on that same mountain for like the 4th time, I promise. You know, I probably shouldn't promise that. We've all seen how I drive in a video game. Okay, so the crater should be somewhere over this way, if I'm cratering correctly. Yes, so here's the crater. And then the gauge is going berserk. Okay, so can I talk to Nita about this? No. Can't believe we're going to Esther. Those soldiers give me the creeps. All right, gauge is going berserk. You ain't got anything to tell me about it. Okay, so yes, it is the south half of this continent. Confirmed. Once again, how I'm going to get there. Not entirely clear in my mind. Okay, that's not it. Okay. So there's going to be something that I'm missing, because I guess once you get the airship, you could have gone straight there. Which clearly they wouldn't want you to do. It just feels like I should be able to land and fit through there. Nope. Once again, exited out of that. Okay. I wish to land, which isn't an option. Okay, uppies. But like, I'm glad when I looked at what this crater is, it's like, it's ranging from what Esther to earlier. I was like, okay, cool. We already figured it was on the south half of that continent, you know? So it's not like we gained a great deal of knowledge from that, other than confirmation of we're not wasting our effort trying to go somewhere we can't go. Can we fit up here? No. But, and it's not flat enough to land. Okay, it still feels weird that they let us go up on that piece of shore. Yeah, that's not a place we can allegedly go. Or I'm just not getting the exact position right and I can fit through that ravine. Those are the two options on the table right now. It's either that's not where we go or I need to get good. Driving, not really my thing though. Okay, this way? No. So, and here's what I'm thinking. I go in here, this big old inlet that they've created. And is there a way? Nope, can't fit through there. Is it that I'm supposed to go back and talk to those guys and take their boat here because the airship don't fit? That absolutely sounds like a thing that I should be doing or attempting. But clearly they wanted to go there. And I just kind of bounced without them, I guess, because I am a bad friend. Yeah, I didn't even try and ask them if we can take their ship. You know, I just went and talked to Nita, and Nita's like, I don't know if we can fly an airship there. I went, yeah, we're gonna find out. Hey guys, I have overshot where your ship is. Again. This way. In here. I'm back. Don't you just love the sound of the sea? It's so soothing. Takes your mind off everything. Reminds me of my childhood. Well, that's great, bud. I need to see your captain again. Can I go up here? A magazine? Found an old issue of Caper Maniacs. You finished reading it. I sure might have. It's the magazine you wanted. 25,500 gil. That's an interesting value. A rename card. A Shiva card. Fish. Okay, so down below decks. Thanks. Hey, Captain. We've been here for a while. We've become pretty fond of the central continent. The other continent is east from here. I don't know if you can get there by sea. We traveled all over the world to keep Alone safe, but we haven't been to Estar yet. By the way, did you hear about the Galbadians? They're salvaging something big from the sea. I think Watts was talking about this. Okay, so talk to Watts. What's wrong with a grunt, Moon? Watts. The Galbadian. The Galbadians recently dredged up some huge monoliths from the sea, sir. I don't know what it's for, but they're probably up to no good. After this lady named Adele left, there haven't been any adults on the ship, sir. So far, I've only seen kids and guys our age. Guess what, sir? During our stay here, I found the zone's weakness. But I tell you, you'd probably, yeah, I can't tell you. Okay, so it's something about a monolith. Hello? Okay, so yeah, Esther is east of here, but that's all we got here. Oh, hello? Today we're going to start on a new book. It's a story about a very wise man named Vaskaroon. The title of the book is The Legend of Vaskaroon. No. So that, how do I even get off this ship? We might have messed up by coming back, guys. I don't know how to get off the ship. We live here now. Before I had to keep watch on my own, but now Zone's helping me, so that's a little easier. Kind of cool to watch the sea. Hard to ever get bored of it. Lion, I hope that your second sleep was good. Well, your incision still hurts. Well, yeah, if it hurts and all that, like, you know, don't push yourself and, you know, make sure you rest, right? I think it's INCISION. Incision. But don't, yeah, I think that's right. Yes, go back to garden. Okay. Yeah, not a freaking clue where I'm supposed to go. We're gonna find somewhere that I can get out of the garden and just save. I am gonna go get that sushi, and I'm just gonna raid you guys over to Pear because he's awake and he's still doing his charity stream. It's good. Mostly lost and using guides at this point, but I'm trying not to use too many guides, you know? So the last one we looked up was like, what does this mean? And it just confirms like I was going to the right place. I just don't know how to get there. But I am lost. I am hungry. I just want to go eat sushi right now. So welcome back. Just in time to be raided out, Lion. I already know who we're gonna raid, so I don't have to go do that. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys' animals here for the next couple weeks, just so you guys can admire them and get your $5 worth out of me. Make sure you guys eat some lunch, get some rest, hydrate. Tell someone you love them today. Call someone cute. You know, do something that brings you joy in your life. I'll see you guys soon. Yeah, I'll see you soon, Lion. I will see you guys in other people's chats this afternoon. I'll be in and out when I'm at work, when I'm free, as per usual. I may be lurking likely. It's just hard to hold conversations when I'm at work, as I was talking about the other day. But I will see you guys soon, and I will just send you guys over to Pear, who is raising money for Make-A-Wish. As far as I know, he has not opened the Lego box yet. For every $30 donated, he cannot build for 30 minutes. He's been going for a week and has not even opened a bag and connected 2 bricks. And I would like to keep it that way. So I'll see you guys over there. I love you all, and I'll see you soon.
Wandering along was struck down by a fierce south wind scar with the song where from thee the outflow a little woodland creature chipmunk. The evil long pursued